This video is who are the best insurance companies for plumbers in Maryland. In this video, I'm going to break down some of the best companies for buying plumbing insurance from. Let's get into it. The first group of companies I'm going to talk about are direct writers, and these would be companies like State Farm, Erie, and Federated. Now, these companies can be very competitively priced. They can offer you the coverages that you need, and sometimes they can also help you with your home and auto insurance. And so, for people with smaller plumbing businesses, direct writer can be a really great option because you can get everything you need from one shop and it's one company. Now, the drawback of a direct writer is for the most part, they don't represent any other companies. And so, if you're with a State Farm agent and State Farm doesn't want to do your workers' compensation insurance anymore, you're going to have a really hard time. And so, that's one of the key drawbacks. The agents that you're dealing with, it depends on who you're working with, but sometimes they are not typically working with large, sophisticated organizations. They're more comfortable working with Main Street businesses and people that have home auto life. But depending on the size of organization you are, these could be an excellent fit for what you need, and they can be priced very competitively. It's just that if you want to create competition, they're not going to create competition against themselves. You'll have to bring it in. In this section, I'm going to talk through some of the online options. The two that come to mind are BuyBerk and Next. And these are places where you can go online, you can rate yourself up, and you can buy insurance sometimes quickly as 15 minutes. Now, my take on online retailers is that you are acting as your own insurance agent. You're not going to get a lot of advice. This is really best for smaller organizations with less complicated needs. Otherwise, there's so much going on with insurance. Most people with any type of operation are going to be better suited if they've got some kind of help in knowing what they need to buy. But if you're a smaller operation, one person, it can be a great place. It can be very easy, very fast. You can get what you need quickly. This next list of companies are ones that you're going to access through the independent agent marketplace. Independent agents work with a variety of insurance companies, and sorting the good ones from the bad ones is an art unto itself. I've made videos called How to Choose Your Insurance Broker, but let's go ahead and go through these companies. You'd want to be looking for Builders Mutual, Cincinnati Insurance, Selective Insurance, Hartford, Donegal, Utica, Mutual Benefit, Travelers, and Liberty Mutual. All of these are very highly rated by AM Best. They're financially strong. They've got great claims service. And really, what you're going to be wanting to do with these companies is figure out who's got the most appetite for you as an organization. Some of these companies are going to be more interested in larger operations. Some aren't as interested in plumbers that are working in homes. They're going to be more interested in commercial plumbers. You're just going to have to sort it out. And ideally, what you're going to get is an independent agent that's going to take you to as many of those companies as possible and then tell you where everything shook out so that you can make an educated decision on which company is going to be the best fit for you and your organization based on your unique characteristics. This set of companies are ones that are really good at writing workers' compensation insurance by itself. There are pros and cons to splitting off workers' compensation. Sometimes it just helps you save a lot of money. Although, what I would tell you is that if you have one line of coverage out there by itself and you have claims on that line of coverage, these companies are going to be less likely to stick with you over the long term. On the other hand, workers' compensation insurance has very specific needs sometimes. You may want nurse triage services. You may need very specific risk management depending on the size of your organization. You just have to weigh it out for what's available to you. The four companies I'll list out are Accident Fund, the Hartford, Chesapeake, and AmTrust. Each of these do a great job at workers' compensation by itself for plumbers. And the one that's going to be right for you is going to be based on who's got the most desire to write you. Hartford's probably going to be interested in smaller operations. Chesapeake can work with organizations of all size. It's just going to depend on who you are and where you are, your claims history, and the appetite of the company at that point in time. Thank you so much for watching. If you want me to take a look at your program, my contact information is in the description. I'm happy to talk to you about what you've got going on. If this was helpful, please hit like and subscribe. It helps other people like you find the content, helps me build the channel so that I can keep making these videos. And above all, thank you so much for watching. Please go build something great.